Hello, welcome back. Today we go into the era where I grew up musically. 80s, very late 70s, late 80s, and got into records and compare those records where I spent my youth with, in a way. We will see The Smith, The Queen is Dead. We will go through Human League, Dare. We will talk about Blondie's Parallel Lines, and we will go into the Pet Shop Boys. And we will compare the British first pressings against the German first pressing. I once did a video with, in my opinion, quite surprising results, especially when it comes to the Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. And now I just wanted to share my impressions of those pressings, because it was not that easy to get great editions of those from Germany and Great Britain. So as I stated every once in a while, if I compare pressings, if I compare records, they have to be on the same level. And in this case, this is doable. And let's get now right into it. But be silent. Look, that's live, huh? The young man Friedrich, we were out and he ran and he goes through those records with me together, but he slept most of the time. But he accompanies me quite often when I do the videos, and he's of course very welcome. Okay, The Smith, The Queen is Dead. The British first pressing against a German first pressing. Of course, country of origin in this case, without a doubt, Great Britain. I have here, and this is a record out of my collection from that time. This one survived in a way. I have here, I remember buying it, the green vinyl variant, which might come into play when we do the comparison. My German pressing also have the original inner sleeve, which the British gatefold jacket doesn't have. One of the most iconic and most important 80s records, in my opinion. At least I think so now. I didn't think so at the time. But recorded in 1985, winter 1985, came out in 1986. And we have a clear, absolutely clear winner here. And the winner is the British first pressing, by far. It has way more punch, details, soundstage and dynamics. The way better version in any regard, in every aspect that counts, in my opinion. And I don't know how big the role is that this is the colored variant that came out together with the black variant, but the difference is huge, and the clear winner between those two is the British first pressing. So in this case, it's not only the collectability that speaks for the country of origin, for the British first pressing, it's also the sound. Way better. Well done, Great Britain, United Kingdom. Great pressing. Sounds amazing. The second one, I have 3 versions. 2 of them are the same. I have the German first version, which is not in a gatefold jacket, by the way. And I have this townhouse pressing. I have this 2 times. Comes in a gatefold jacket. And I compared all 3 of them just to see, is there even a difference between 2 of the same British pressings? And no, there is not. They sound identical in my opinion. At least I didn't hear a difference. But what is the result? when it comes to the comparison of the non-gatefold German against the British first pressing, and here we have a different result. I liked the German first pressing more. It's not so obvious as we have it with the Smith, The Queen Is Dead, but there is a difference, and the biggest difference is that again the German cut is darker, way better mid-range, and this suits this record very, very, very well. When it comes to the details and dynamics, it's the same. There is nothing that I can say, oh, it has more, no more dynamics, and it doesn't have more soundstage. But the German pressing is the darker cut, the darker mix in a way, probably due to the circumstance that the mid-range is way, way more pronounced. The British one is way more on the high range, way more. And I prefer in this case the German cut. It suits the music way, way better in my opinion. But again, both versions are really, really great sounding records. So they did amazing stuff in the 80s. It's not that they somehow lost their touch and their sound not that good. Not the case. Those are amazing sounding records. The third comparison I did is late 70s, 1978. And here I have my first German pressing, and here I have my first British pressing. And what's special with the first British pressing is it has this fan club merchandise with it. I once showed it when I did a video about this. Beautiful, beautiful. To have those kind of editions is always something special. Love it, of course. And yeah, iconic album, fantastic music, very, very good sounding album. And is there a better sounding version? I know some of you might say this is not country of origin. Blondie is a New York based band, and yeah, you can see it that way, but those are the copies that I have. And there are also people out there who say, no, come on, that's British, that's British. But nevertheless, those are the two copies that I have. I compared those, I compared the first British and the first UK, and same. I couldn't say when it comes to the sound of it, which version I'd prefer. Maybe Friedrich had a winner. I don't. He didn't tell me his. So no. I would say they are on par. No biggie here. No big differences that are worth talking about. But we have a fourth one. Pet Shop Boys Behavior. First British pressing. And careful now, first European pressing with a way more beautiful label in my opinion. Here is the label of the first European version, which I prefer to the relatively uninspired British label. And here now we have a winner. We have, in my opinion, a clear winner. But what's quite striking, since I did this comparison, and damn, those Pet Shop Boys, way underrated in my case. I really enjoyed getting into this album. It was a beautiful experience, great record, fantastic sounding record, at least one of them. And the clear winner again is the British one. The British one have the way more airy approach, way better listening. The soundstage is way larger, wider. The air between the different instruments, synthesizers, the singing, way better on the British version. I was surprised about how great this British version sounds. So next to the collectability, we again have the way better sounding album. So I'd prefer by far the British first pressing of Behavior. Way more airy. It's so beautiful. It's such an easy mix, you know, this loungy attitude that goes and comes through on this record is very well supported by this easy, airy, beautiful mix and this fantastic wide soundstage. Fantastic sounding record again. So quite different results. So it's not possible to say, at least in these cases, so the German ones, that's it, or the British ones, that's it. No, again, case to case. And quite interesting on this one for me was that I luckily have 2 townhouse cuts from the Dare, and between those there is no difference. So every time when I can do it, I will do it again. But again, it's also not that easy. Also with the 80s stuff, to find a German grade copy, a British grade copy. So it always takes time, luck, endurance. And yeah, and also those 80s records aren't any more dollar bin or euro bin records. For sure not. It's not, hasn't been that cheap. Of course, now I will, please talk about it in the comments. Did you have those? Did you get those early enough when they have been really cheap? How is your experience? Did you do those kind of comparisons too? And what is your impression? Because I can imagine from equipment to equipment, from taste to taste, those results also changes are different. You know, whenever I do this is my opinion, my taste with my equipment, nothing more and nothing less. Yeah, okay, but that was fun. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Bye.